Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you feel you have the energy to set personal boundaries? Are you able to tell others no? If you need help, you can take my course, The Guide to Setting Personal Boundaries, on mastermind.com. The link is in the show notes. Take the course as a leap of faith to living a powerful life. Now let's start this week's episode. Episode 109. Be hopeful and take a leap of faith every day. Most of you are afraid of entering the unknown. You doubt yourself or are uneasy with the unfamiliar and of not knowing what will happen next. You are concerned things might not turn out as planned, things may go wrong, and situations might be uncomfortable. Therefore, taking a leap of faith isn't something you do regularly. But taking a risk and diving into the unknown may be extremely gratifying. It entails complete surrender to all expectations you or anybody else has ever had of you. It implies that you give yourself permission to start over and experience total freedom. Through this process, you realize you are being authentically you. You see the need to reconnect with your innermost passions, and your innate skills emerge. Also, you recognize which outdated beliefs no longer serve you, so you can release social conventions and generational patterns of behavior. Furthermore, you recognize your anxieties and other people's opinions are hindering you from the life you want to live. A leap of faith or a bad choice. I believe there are only two authentic emotions, love and fear. Humans frequently base their decisions on their fears, such as fear of rejection, fear of not having, fear of separation, fear of missing out, etc. But I've observed that by making choices out of fear results in a mediocre life at best, or at worst, a life of regret. Only choices inspired by love bring about enduring satisfaction and peace. Now, distinguishing between choices motivated by fear and choices inspired by love can be difficult, since leaps of faith are frightful, even when the desire to do them is inspired by love. By developing the practice of imagining the decisions you'd make if you had no fear of failing, losing, being alone, or receiving negative feedback, you may become more clear. For example, what would you wear, read, or do tomorrow if no one was judging you? By incorporating this imaginative process, you can get clarity on what decisions have energy and passion behind them. The decisions made from a place of love are also more endurable than those made due to fear. It comes down to taking a leap of faith or living with regret of never having tried. If following your heart's desire sounds foolish, but not doing so is getting harder with each passing day, don't you think the universe is encouraging you to take a leap of faith? What happens when you leap? Transitions in life can be the most disturbing and challenging, but it's also the most freeing. It's the freedom to say yes to everything the universe has in front of you and to find out who you authentically are because you left familiarity behind and consciously followed your heart's voice. Although it's undoubtedly not an easy road, taking a leap of faith allows you to gain significant things you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. Here are 10 things that will occur when you take a risk and leap into the unknown. Number 1, growth. Clinging to what you know is normal, but it's a tool of the ego to keep you small. In unfamiliar circumstances, it's simple to stay in your comfort zone, but it hinders your growth. New situations require a new perspective, insight, and faith in yourself and those in your trusted tribe to help you through. And as you grow in this newfound trust, it grounds you in peace and allows you to take more leaps of faith as needed. Number 2, the discomfort you feel is temporary. When you're uncomfortable, it's a sign you are starting a growth process. Discomfort is a feeling of the ego trying to keep you stagnant. The uneasiness arises because your awareness means you are conscious of the need to mature, and the ego doesn't like change. But you know that change is neutral, and for you to grow, you must transform. Personal development will continue to occur whether you seek it out. Choose to embrace the growth process, even the uncomfortable parts. A little self-care, accepting what is, and a support system will help you leap into the unknown. Number 3, leaping causes fearlessness. Each time you leap, you move out of your comfort zone. You gain more life experiences, different perspectives, and more confidence in your abilities to maneuver in differing and uncertain circumstances. This process, done repeatedly, allows you to break out of the fearfulness of the ego. You develop the mental fortitude necessary to overcome fear because you have become accustomed to doing so. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Simply pick a goal, strategize how to accomplish it, and then take bold action to make it happen. Be fearless. Start with tiny victories and gradually work your way up to living the life of your dreams. Number 4, discover your authenticity. Finding who you authentically are isn't easy, especially if you are constantly subject to others' opinions, influenced by your past, plagued by your fears, and let the emotions of others you care about trump your own. Therefore, you must take a leap of faith into the unknown by removing yourself from the familiar surroundings that could restrict you to understand who you authentically are. When you can explore, try new things, and see different perspectives, can you grow into the fullness that is your authentic self. Number 5, the realization you are always whole. I think you have to understand yourself to be content and at peace. The soul is the essence of who you are as a person. Self-actualization means realizing your completeness, understanding you were never broken, only fractured from the masks and armors your ego put on to protect you. As you grow, your authenticity expands. You learn to be more tolerant of others' differences, develop greater insight, trust your intuition, and expand your self-awareness. But unless you are aware of who you are and your behaviors coincide with your authenticity, you won't be joyful, accept your wholeness, or be content with who you are. Number 6, leaping causes enthusiasm and newness to life. The more you leap, the easier it gets. Every time I feel uninspired or bored, I look for a place to leap. Life feels interesting if you become used to being enthusiastic about not knowing what will happen next, and when you simply trust in yourself. If you are still allowing the ego to keep you from leaping, consider your most recent unexpected action. Although you were scared at first, weren't you ultimately thrilled that you had taken the risk? Why not try it again? Number 7, intuition expands. Intuition is the key to learning to take a leap of faith. You let your soulful self guide your life and base your decisions on your intuition. If you spent your youth letting your brain run your life, you might first struggle to feel at ease. You might find it strange to use your intuition instead of your rational egoic mind. But after experiencing a few setbacks, you'll realize that following your gut instinct is the wisest course of action. You'll experience inward freedom and joy, because no matter what choice you make, the ones your heart desired but which you ultimately chose not to pursue are the ones you will regret the most in life. Number 8, the discovery of freedom. Feeling liberated is one benefit of listening to your intuition. The thoughts, attitudes, and worldviews created as you live can imprison you. You'll feel true freedom and joy when you learn to let go of how things should be, Stop striving to be right and just let things be. As you grow, peace of mind becomes normal. Why? Because you're no longer constricted in your thinking by fears, opinions of others, and inner doubt. Instead, you are accepting what is, encouraging others to be authentic, and being instead of doing. Freedom comes through acceptance. Number 9, leaping causes success. When you consider leaping into the unknown, most people worry about failing. But if you are aligned with Spirit, it will guide you in the right direction. One thing always leads to the next right thing. Even if the situation appears to be disappointing or negative, time will show you everything that transpired was for the best. The explanation for why things changed will become clear. You must be in the flow of life if you want the most out of it. Don't struggle against the flow of the universe. And you can only do that if you take a leap of faith and give your heart and soul control over your life. You can achieve your dreams if you believe in yourself. Number 10, you live life without regrets. You don't want a life filled with regrets. While comfort zones aren't always harmful, they may lead to complacency. Sometimes they prevent you from following your dreams because you are afraid of the unknown and don't want to feel uncomfortable. You are reluctant to venture into the unknown. Trying new things teaches you more about who you authentically are, what brings you joy, and what ignites your passions. If your heart is whispering you to leap, listen to it. Be willing to take the chance and go against your egoic fears so you won't have any regrets. Leaping forward. You need to realize that you don't have to have it all organized in advance or know how everything will turn out. It's okay to feel uncomfortable about the uncertainty of change, but you have to pay attention to what your heart is saying. Understand that the only way to experience genuine joy is by walking in the direction that your heart is leading you, not by becoming complacent with the things that are known and comfortable in your life. Many people wait for the ideal opportunity to take a leap of faith, but no time is perfect, and you may not get a sign that the timing is right. Committing to the leap is all that is required. Consciously choosing is all you have to do. It's that easy to get off the ground. But many people don't fulfill their dreams because they allow the egoic mind to keep them fearful. If you are in the flow of life, then Spirit is the unknown wanting to take your hand as you jump. Keep in mind that many small conscious steps each day equate to a giant leap. Take the chance and jump. If you don't, you'll regret it. Do you need help expanding your intuition? Are you looking for support to become your authentic self? Do you want a strategy to help you create an extraordinary life? If so, please get in touch with me and we can put together an action plan for you to take a leap of faith and build the life of your dreams. To learn about how I took a leap of faith and followed my heart for the first time, you can do so by reading my book, Raven Transcending Fear, available on Amazon, or you can go to raventranscendingfear.com for more information. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com, where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.